And what is this, you might be asking? And what happened to the Jeep? Well, short answer, we still have the Jeep, and we just wanted to add another vehicle to the fleet just for those trips where we don't need a Jeep to do Jeep things. But we can carry a lot more cargo, and it is a Nissan Frontier 2022 Pro-4X King Cab. So it has the 6-foot bed, which is really comfy for sleeping in. So we'll do a quick little walk around. This isn't a review video or anything like that. I'm not going to go over all the specs. I'll just go over what I care about and what interests me and what I like and what I don't like. So yeah, let's go have a look around. Well, we'll start with the coffin. When we got this, it came with 6,000 kilometers on it, and it came with this Lear topper. So yeah, there it is. That's our little nest for this camp trip. Nice and comfy. So we're not on the bed liner because the bed liner is super scratchy like sandpaper. This is the DZ truck bed mat. It is made for the 2nd gen Frontier, but with a little bit of cutting, it works just fine in the 3rd gen. And it works whether you have a 5-foot bed or a 6-foot bed. With the 5-foot bed, you just need to do a little more trimming. And one other thing I wanted to mention about the things that I don't like, but this is solvable. All the things I don't like, completely minor. There are places in this tailgate that, there's a gap there of about 3/4 of an inch. Oh, there, see? Yeah, I think we can see into the truck. We can see our pillows and stuff like that. Yeah, good. Okay, you can see it. You can see what I'm talking about. So if you sleep in the back of your truck, if you're driving on dusty roads, snowy roads, and things like that, or if it's raining sideways like it does here on the coast, you're gonna get a lot of dust back there and bugs. That's another problem. You get a lot of bugs and things, but you can always. My buddy told me he just he sticks some cheesecloth in it. Now, with 2 of us here and going in and out a lot, it works, but I'll come up with something more permanent to seal that up. If anyone has any ideas in the comments, please tell me. I would love to know how you solve that. Not many people care about it because not many people sleep in the back of their truck. And we'll go take a little look at the cab. So the King Cab actually is the smallest cab. The crew cab is the larger one. So we have less space here than you would in a crew cab. Crew cab, kind of, I think you have a full bench seat back there. We just have these little fold down seats, and we took out the headrest because we don't need them at this time, and it gives me better visibility to see out the back. And here is the front of the cab. Ignore all the radios and wires and stuff like that. I'm doing nerd things out here, and we'll get to that later and probably do another video on it. But yeah, this is a cab. This is what it looks like from the driver's point of view. I don't like the hoods on these newer vehicles, how they're all raised up. Your blind spot in front of you is darn near 20 feet. It does have the 360 cameras and the large, I think, 9-inch display, which is kind of cool, but I'd just rather have a lower hood. So yeah, it has all sorts of goodies. It has a locker. It has traction control off. It's got your cargo lamp, descent control. It also has a 400 watt or 150 watt inverter. So it's got these 120 volt plugs you can plug in gadgets to. That's, well, the one thing I don't like about that is that you can't just remote start the vehicle and use that. You have to press the button every time you want to use it. So I wish I could be in the bed of the truck sleeping and run a 400 watt heater here and there, but yeah, just can't do it. It's got tow mode. Yeah, all sorts of goodies. Another thing that is inconvenient for my use case is the 12-volt sockets. They are not on unless you are in auxiliary mode. It has two of them. Like our Jeep, with our Jeep, one of them, you can get power out of it all times, and the other one is only with auxiliary mode. This one you can't get power out of either. The USB's power without the vehicle being on, but it's not a hard problem to solve. It's just that in order to use those, you need to have it in auxiliary mode, and that uses up so much battery because of all the, you know, computer stuff, and it will automatically power off after about 5 minutes just because the battery will be draining so much. So yeah, but we can fix that. I can jump off the fuse box and just split off a fuse there. Maybe something like the electronic seat. I'll do that, and I think that gives 15 amps, which is plenty for radio or whatever else we might need it for. And for the fellow Frontier enthusiast, we've added some in-channel WeatherTech rain, wind, whatever guards. Helps keep the rain and the bugs out. And so another accessory we got was this center console cover here. It's kind of nice, it protects it. And then in here we have a center console organizer. Otherwise it's just one deep pit. Yeah, we can pop the hood and have a quick look under the hood for anyone interested. But come on, there we go. Yeah, up we go. That hood does not go up very high. If you're trying to do anything back there, you bang into your head. But anyway, oh yeah, watch your hands. Got a little mouse trap on the battery. It didn't come with it. I added that myself. Expertly installed. So it's got the V6, which is one of the things I like about the 3rd Gen Pro-4X. With the newer gen trucks, other manufacturers are all going to 4-cylinder and turbo, which might be good. Time will tell, but makes me, I like to go with what is proven. So yeah, here we are. That was one of the main reasons I got this. Another one was the seating. I just could not stand sitting in a Toyota Tacoma. I felt like I was doing yoga on the floor of a muscle car while I was in a tank with the hatch down or something. I don't know. That's how I describe it. One thing that's unique about this one, well, sort of unique. It's unique to the Pro-4X sold in Canada, I think. Anyway, is it's got the I've coiled it all up, and ooh, well, the mousetrap almost got me. Ooh. Anyway, it's got a block heater if I'm ever somewhere that cold. It usually doesn't get that cold around here. So yeah, nothing else too fancy there. So I'll close that up. And now for the test drive demo. Oh, we should try out that crawl control button, even though we're not on a big hill. Let's see if it does anything. There's a thing flashing. I wonder if we need to be in 4 for crawl control. Oh, no. Yeah. Let me try it 4. Okay, we have crawl control on. Let's see what it does. Okay, yeah, I can feel it pulling back. How do you feel about the ride quality of the Nissan Frontier PRO-4X?
It's definitely luxury. It's comfy, good sight.
Yeah.
I have lots of handles to hang on.
When I was making the video the other day showing around the truck, I kept saying like, oh, here's the things I don't like about it, and I forgot to say all the things that I do like about it. And I feel like I'm driving a truck. No offense to the Tacomas. I love everything about the Tacomas. I mean, they're awesome vehicles, so I'm not knocking it. I just can't get used to the seating position in there. It's like more like driving a muscle car or something. So for those who can get used to that, good on them. But yeah, when this thing hits potholes, you'd think it would be more smooth than
the Jeep, but it's not.
Than our 2003 TJ.
It bounces less, but you feel it hard.
Yeah, we found out this weekend, well, we confirmed this weekend, we kind of knew before that this was not a Jeep. All right, but I'll start again. So yesterday afternoon, we were sitting around camp, and we had two workers come up to our camp, and they're workers that have been working on rebuilding this road since the 2021 floods, as you might have seen in one of our other videos entitled something like Trapped in the Floods or something like that. You'll find it. So they've been working on rebuilding this road ever since. They came up to our camp and they said that we needed to be out of there and that they are closing the gate, and we basically told them, well, it's going to take us a couple of hours to pack up, and they're like, well, we're leaving to close the gate now. And, well, so at the end of the day, you know, we're looking kind of for a solution to this, and they said that they would be back the next day, which is today, at 11 o'clock to let us out of the gate. So they were super nice. And is that a grouse?
Yep, there it is.
Look.
Oh, it's a big fat grouse.
Ruffy.
I didn't get on camera, sorry.
That's fine.
So they were really nice.
Yeah, we were looking for a solution to our mutual problem, and they come let us out at 11 today, and I was so thankful because I understand that we're a liability for them if something were to happen to us or something like that. Like, you know, I acknowledge that and let them know that, you know, we have satellite communication and all that stuff, and this isn't our first rodeo being stuck in because of floods and washouts
Or
and,
gates or...
and other gates. So yeah, so they left, and so we were speculating, like, gee, I wonder if they'll actually close the gate, because we saw after they left several trucks and trailers also leaving. So, you know, it just goes to show that they can't account for everyone who's back there. They're just going to have to be, you know, dealing with all these people who get stuck at the gate, who are probably calling them in the middle of the night. Mm-hmm. So, you know, I bet if they were going to close the gate, they just decided to leave it open. So we're kind of doing a guessing game yesterday. Like, do you think the gate will actually be closed when we come out? And I was thinking no, just because yeah, there's just so many other people coming out. Anyway, so we saw two vehicles coming in, so I think that gate is open, but we will confirm that soon. We're at the 17-kilometer mark. The gate is at 6-kilometer mark. And no, we're not in Europe. I'm just dodging potholes as long as I can before the corner where I need to make sure I'm on the right side of the road. Big pothole. Big pothole. Tree.
Woohoo!
Yeah, I'm trying to avoid scratching this truck as long as I can. Black would not have been my first choice in color for a truck, but it's just the reality of it. We wanted a truck, and we were open to a 2022 or a 2023. We wanted a 2023 so we could buy new, one of these Pro-4X, but we didn't start trying to, you know, looking until, I think it was, I don't know, September or something. So pretty late in the year for looking for a new vehicle if you're picky about things like color and stuff like that. In fact, we could not find a king cab. I think that's the main thing, is the king cabs are rare. We could not find a new King Cab Pro 4X. All we could find was the SV, but you know, we really wanted the Pro 4X. So we found out they weren't making the King Cab in 2024 for the Pro 4X in Canada or the US. Actually, I don't think they ever made them in the US. Anyway, so we came across this ad for a 2022 Pro 4X with only 6,000 kilometers on it. And we went to go look at it, and it was like mint. Absolutely mint. I crawled underneath it. I stuck my fingers like on the inside of the frame, like it had never even seen dirt before. So I do see a closed gate. Let's see the moment of truth.
It's wide open.
Oh, okay, cool. Film it again. Yeah, so we abruptly shut down that video. I forget why, but I just wanted to come back because I forgot to say thank you for watching and have yourself